All right, so I'm just gonna try this over here. I'm gonna do scenarios. So if we have, so let's say we have our assets, we have stocks, we have bonds. So the first scenario we're gonna do is 70% stocks and 30% intermediate term bonds. So my stocks, I've got $3 billion in stocks times 0.7 times, I make that, so times 1 plus that. So my stocks should be 2174. So I have 70% in there, and I make 3.6%. My stock portfolio should be 2174.76, right, at the end? Does that seem right? All right, so what should my bonds be then? I have bonds, $3 billion times 0.3 times 1 plus my bond return. So there's my bonds, everybody agree with that? So my portfolio, should just add those two together, and there's my ending portfolio. All right, that makes sense? What happens the next month, the next year? Well, you started with that times 0.7 times 1 plus my stock return. So what are we assuming here? We're assuming that we're going to rebalance every year. Same thing here, take that times 0.3 times 1 plus my bond return. And guess what you can do now? Just copy that down. Here's your portfolio. So there's your very first one. What next scenario do you want to do? 25% stocks and long-term. Well, I'm just going to do one of them. You'll have to do the rest of them. Bonds with a swap. All right, we'll just do that. Okay, my stocks is going to be exactly the same thing. 3 billion, except for now I'm only going to do 25% in stocks times 1 plus my stock portfolio. My bonds. So plus 3 billion times 0.75 times 1 plus. What kind of bonds I said I was going to do? Intermediate term. 1 plus my intermediate term. The reason I'm doing that is that's how I set the swap up. So I'm good. And then my swap. Here it's a little different. At the end, I don't do 1 plus because I don't have the principal. All you have to do there is do the exact same thing. You just don't do 1 plus. All right. So watch this. How much is my swap? It's $1 billion times swap return. There's my swap, and I may have done it backwards. This should do well if interest rates are falling. Did rates rise in 1970? Where are my interest rates? My swap rates. Yeah, interest rates rose, so that's going to hurt your swap. All right, so my portfolio. Just add those all together. And next year the same thing, that times 0.25 times 1 plus my stock return. That times 0.25 times 1 plus my bond return. And then my swap notional, I'm going to keep it the same. So I might be able to just down. Here's my portfolio. So what do I need now? I need my liabilities.
Why are bonds so low? Is that how it should be?
Oh, I did .25, it should be .75. Sorry, good catch. That would have been pretty disastrous. All right, my liabilities. I got 2.7 liabilities times 1 plus my liabilities. Where are my liabilities? My liabilities. So my surplus, scenario 1, scenario 2, there's probably some error in here somewhere because it's hard to do this. All right, so my liabilities, I just keep doing that, except for I'm going to take the previous value and just move that forward. So my surplus is going to be in scenario 1, my portfolio minus my liabilities. In scenario 2,
Those right there next to it.
yeah, portfolio minus my liabilities. All right, and so what you're going to try to do is figure out some sense of volatility or something. We'll have to just see. Obviously, scenario 2 is going to be really, really bad because the stock market was so strong in the 80s and 90s. So you're going to come back to understanding risk and reward. If I got this all set up correctly, let me stop the tape so we can